Welcome to Facebook training module number 6, how to put it all together. So at this point, we're going to assume you've set up your Facebook profile properly. You've applied the attraction marketing formula. You've applied the daily method of operation. Your team has built out all the groups. And then, someone reaches out to you via Facebook Messenger.
Yeah, absolutely. And so we've put a couple examples here. These are real examples of real people who have reached out to us. And people are literally reaching out to us every single day with these types of message, not only to Ray and me, but to our entire team that has already been implementing these strategies that we've been teaching you over the past several months. So just to give you a couple examples, hi, Samantha. So what is this little yellow pill and how do I get it? From what I read in the comments, it sounds like something that could really help me. Please help. Okay, Ray, tell me more about your little yellow pill. Hey, Sam, been hearing your stories about the little yellow pill, and I have some questions. May want to try it. Let me know if you have some time. Okay, girl, give me an idea on the cost for the little yellow pill. The scar tissue post spoke to me. So these are just a couple of examples, guys, of people reaching out to us, obviously, for more information. And so what we do is the next step, which is we plug them into the prospect customer product education group. Obviously, these people would all be prospects before they're customers. So here's an exact example of what I say in response to these people when they reach out. Again, this is all via Facebook Messenger. And here's the example. Hey, Amanda, great to hear from you. And thank you. Of course, I'd be happy to share some info. The best things to take a look at first are, one, abclivid.com, and explain that a little. ABC has investigated this product back in 2005. Which led to several world-renowned universities launching studies on it, which are now peer-reviewed and published today by the National Institute of Health, PubMed.gov. Number 2, we have an educational Facebook group that I will invite you to now so you can take a look through all the studies, stories, and articles we have posted there. And our website is x.lifevantage.com if you want to check out the company, all the product info there. Let me know if you have specific questions after taking a look through things. And my number is X if it's easier to reach me that way. And so, guys, just as a recap, what I've written here is a guideline, okay? You can use words and phrases that sound like you. You want to sound like yourself. But the formula is really the ABC Live It, plugging them into that Facebook education group immediately. As soon as you send this message, then go to the group and add them, because that's where they're going to start going to look around for information. And we like to share our website right off the bat because some people don't even realize that this is one of those network marketing or direct sales things. So you want them to know this is one of those things. And if you're interested in the products, you're going to need to come back to me or go to this website that I've already provided. So we really want to make sure we're steering people correctly. And the final thing is that, this is a way to continue to educate people. And if you follow this formula and plug them in, we are finding that people are coming back to us naturally and within a few days saying, okay, I'm ready to get started. And we'll explain then what you do from there. But if they don't reach back, then you need to follow up, of course. Give them a few days a week and then follow back up.
And it's not always, a Facebook Messenger that they reach out to you. Sometimes, with these posts, people will comment right on there. And here's an example of a post I made back in March. And it was, I love hearing these stories, especially when it comes from a good buddy and fellow veteran in pain. As a helicopter pilot, I've had back pain for almost 7 years. I'd accepted living life with continual aches, but now that I've activated the nerve 2 pathway in my body with the little yellow pill, I no longer have to settle for a life of pain. That's a beautiful thing. There's some more hashtags after that, but you get the point. My friend Mike, who I hadn't spoken to in over 2.5 years, another Navy pilot, just commented out of the blue, "What the heck is that? My back has been hurting for a while as well, ... So I reached out and said, "Hey, Mike, I just sent you a message." And sure enough, the message I sent him looks a lot like this. Very similar to the format that Samantha just talked about. But again, someone reaches out in the wall, we're going to let them know that we're going to send them a private message. And here's what I said. We're going to plug them into the prospect customer product education group. Hey, Mike, I'm so happy you reached out on that post. The little yellow pill is something I've been using for a few years now, and if you want to learn more about it, here's a few things to check out. That ABC News report. Then the second thing is our educational Facebook group. And then our website is this. My phone number is that. If it's easier to watch that way, fly safe, bro. Just an easy way of connecting him and plugging him into our system.
Mm-hmm. And then here's one, guys. Sometimes things happen in person still, right? So someone reaches out to you in person. Say you're out on the playground. This happens to me sometimes because I'm Facebook friends with my friends in real life, of course. And so sometimes they'll say to me, hey, I've been seeing your post about the little yellow pill. What's it all about? Well, here we go again. We want to plug them into the prospect customer product education group. But here's something you might say, just as an example. Oh, it's a product our whole family's been taking every day for the last 4 years, and it's improved our health and quality of life dramatically. We actually have a private educational group about it on Facebook. If you'd like, I can just invite you to it so you can check it out and learn more on your own time. So that's just an example. Again, make sure you're using responses and talking like a real normal person in real life with people, but the goal is to get them plugged back into that informational group.
Exactly. And it's a casual conversation where, most people are comfortable, it's not weird to ask somebody, oh, well, I can just add you to it on Facebook. Everybody is there anyway.
Yeah, it's not like locking them into a time where they have to get the information on their time and your time, and you set a meeting and it has to be in front of a computer. It's really a way for them to get the information and receive it the way they feel comfortable receiving it.
So now we're going to assume, you've added them to your prospect customer product education group. But again, guys, the fortune's in the follow-up still. You still need to follow up. And we typically give people about a week, and then I follow up with a message on Facebook Messenger, basically just asking if they had a chance to check things out and see if they had any questions. So, hey, Tim, just checking back in to make sure you got the invitation to our group and wanted to see if you had any questions for me. Otherwise, hope all is well and have a great day, man.
Yeah, absolutely. This is a little bit more of a passive approach, guys. And the reason is Facebook in general is a little bit more passive. We found that people feel a lot more comfortable when they can consume the information, evaluate it on their own time, and then you can just kind of casually check back with them. They don't feel threatened. They don't feel like you're trying to sell them. And it's been highly, highly effective for us and everybody in our group in converting to customers and even some distributors. So if somebody's ready to get started, they typically are sending us messages like this. So how do I get started with Protandim or Protandim? And so the next step is we send this message, okay? If you would like to order Protandim Nerf 2, you can click this link, which will take you directly to the checkout on our site. And that's where we use the cart feature, the share your cart feature, on the LifeVantage website. Now, if you're not familiar with that, then please get with somebody in your team who does know how to do that and ask them about that. It's very simple, but you definitely need to learn that tool. So you share your cart and then, continue to say, of course, you can always check out the rest of the site if you're interested in any other of our products, but that just has the Nerf 2 added to the cart. I recommend selecting the monthly subscription so you can get it at the cheapest price because you can literally cancel at any time without any fees or penalties. I do, however, always recommend people give Protandim 3 to 4 months to work in your body to truly evaluate what it's doing. But again, if for any reason you want to stop the monthly subscription, it's very easy and no extra cost. Let me know if you have any other questions. And guys, I like to frame that right up front when people are about to order so that they understand, definitely select the monthly. Some people are a little gun shy because they've had experiences with other companies that lock you into a membership or require something crazy to get out of it. I like to let them know it's simple, it's easy, it's the cheaper way to do it. And also frame them to understand that Protandim is something that should be given a little bit of time, at least a couple months before they decide to shut it off.
And thank you, Ryan Goodwin, for the share cart. That thing is a godsend.
It is an amazing tool, so definitely utilize that. So their order has been placed, okay? They took your message that you just took them to their cart. They went into the cart, they checked out, and their order has been placed. So now when you see them in the system, you plug them into your customer support group. This is the one that in the training before we called My LV Story. This is that community support group for your existing customers. So we just follow up with a message and we say, thanks so much for your order. I'm so excited for you to get started. We have a private customer support group called My LV Story that I will invite you to now, where you can ask questions, share your experiences if you'd like, and see others' experience with the products. Otherwise, please just let me know if you have any questions or concerns.
And then again, we continue to leverage that My LV Story group, and people will continue to see existing customers, will see existing distributors and other customer stories, to maintain that retention and also to bolster the other auto ship orders.
Yeah, because they're seeing other products within that LV story or, you know, that customer support group, and they're getting curious about your other products. So it's just a great system all around.
So, you know, you've put it all together. You've set up your Facebook profile. You've applied the attraction marketing formula. You've applied the daily method of operation. You've built the groups, and you've plugged your network into these groups. And now you're ready for some leverage. And you know, the way to keep this going, guys. Continue applying that attraction marketing formula. Continue to apply the daily method of operation, and continue to plug people into these groups. It's true leverage when you can plug people into these groups and let them consume the information the way they want to.
Absolutely. Thanks, guys.
Okay.
Your next stop is the Facebook training video number 7, and this will be the virtual launch, and you'll learn about how to launch your brand new distributors right away.